If you look at the German economy, has it peaked?
Probably in terms of the year-over-year growth rates, it probably peaked last summer, yes, but that was extraordinary growth. In terms of the underlying strength, it has not peaked. We are seeing a bit of a soft patch now, and we'll likely see a return to growth rates noticeably above the 1.5% trend later this year. The international environment remains fairly good, unless Trump totally spoils it. The domestic environment is very good, with record growth in jobs. There is a small fiscal stimulus. ECB policy is supportive. The euro is fairly valued to modestly undervalued. No, on economic terms, the German economic outlook looks good, despite a dent now.
Okay, Alberto, what's your take on the German economy?
I think we are in a good growth phase. The only issue is we lost some of the momentum that we had last year. And obviously, you could say it was overdue because we had a very strong acceleration. But the question now is how long will the expansion be? And not for Germany, but for the rest of Europe, because in some countries you still have the permanent debt overhangs. So you need 3 years of good growth, of nominal growth, above 2.5% for Italy or Greece or Portugal to absorb some of the debt. And if Germany starts sputtering a little bit, you're not really sure you're going to get these 3 years of growth. Plus, you have international risks with trade wars and so on. So these are the things I'm worried about. Not so much the growth being positive or not. Growth is positive, but it's the momentum that is a little bit waning.
Okay, what does that mean for ECB policy? And actually, how important is it that when they start, I guess, normalizing, the asset purchases, the markets don't interpret it as an immediate interest rate hike?
I think what matters for the ECB is if growth falls well below 2% or if it stays at 2% plus. It very likely will stay at 2% plus for the Eurozone, and hence the ECB will proceed as they have outlined, which is the end of asset purchases late this year. And then we see a couple of quarters later, probably the first hike.